To the right, march to the buses.
That is how all over Russia, accompanied by cheering music, the mobilized men were taken away. The local authorities promised in their parting remarks that the guys would be well trained before being sent to the so-called Special Operation Zone.
The train from Ust-Kut leaves for Novosibirsk. In Novosibirsk you will be placed in a higher military command school. You will be trained in the region for 1.5 to 2 months.
The day before yesterday.
And what did they learn in 2 days there?
And today already in Luhansk.
Authorities promise one thing, but the reality is quite different. The mobilized are outraged, and more often they complain in social networks about the conditions.
You supply a fighter, you're sending him, and now you know what? Get to Blagoveshchensk by your own. We were stationed near the airborne unit in Omsk. They said, leave as you want, make fires and sleep right on the street. Where are the tents? Where? People have been here for at least 2 days already.
And this is not the worst thing, say the mobilized men. Everything necessary, from equipment to medicines, they have to buy at their own expense. There is no hope for a state that sends hundreds of thousands of conscripts to the front lines. This is already openly recognized by deputies of the Russian State Duma and Russian bloggers.
It is still not clear to me where the 1.5 million kits that we had at all points of reception of personnel had gone. We have a problem with the uniform than with something else. It was all there, but where did it go? So far, no one has been able to explain this anywhere.
Why do I see videos every day, how they are thrown somewhere in the fields, how they sleep on the street, how they simply eat something horrible, food that I wouldn't even give to a dog? Why do their families have to equip them on their own?
Meanwhile, at the front, where the mobilized Russians will get in a few days, the Ukrainian army is conducting an active counteroffensive. Liman, strategic point for Russian logistics, was liberated in the Donetsk region. One by one, settlements are being deoccupied in the Kherson region. Over the past week alone, the Russian army is losing up to 500,000 servicemen every day.
I would like to address the Muslims of Russia regarding the partial mobilization that has already been announced in your country. We call it mobilization to the graves. You are in fact sent to the graves, and I want to remind you that dozens of thousands of your people have already died on our land, on our Ukrainian land. Hundreds of thousands are in captivity, the same number are maimed, with no arms, with no legs, and I have such a simple question: do you need it?
According to official statistics, the injury rate has risen sharply in Russia over the past week. Potential conscripts deliberately break their arms and legs just to avoid going to war. The chances of coming back from the war alive are very small. Reported by Roman Smoler, Natalia Husak, UATV News.